am I nervous all of a sudden?
I don't know, my armpits are all sweaty now.
Oh, yes. We have had the talk. Yep.
Sheesh. I think you're in middle school.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Remember,
Oh, not
Or
passport to
week.
purity.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
How'd it go?
Fine.
We've never had the talk, we just talk. So I don't want to say it's the talk, because it's kind of more of an ongoing subject.
For this seminar, our heart is to help jump into conversations with students on topics that they're already engaging with. So sexuality is a topic that most students are engaging with, whether it be at school, on social media, with their friends. And so we want to jump into those conversations with the students and help them discuss and work through the process of taking a biblical perspective on sexuality. So not as much teaching at them per se, as much as we want to jump into those conversations with them and see what it looks like to work together to develop a biblical and Christian worldview on the topic of sexuality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like all around we should cover everything.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, because it's something we need to be exposed to, especially earlier on.
Yes. I think that a lot of churches will not talk about like sexuality and, you know, what's right and wrong, or will like kind of like skip over it because it's uncomfortable.
Yes.
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 I think that it is important for the church to talk about sexuality. I think that by not saying anything, it honestly speaks volumes, because it's like if we don't ever talk about something and just pretend like it doesn't exist, then that leaves more room for, you know, people to take chances on something, or to you know, kind of explore when they simply just don't know about it. But I also think that it's important the way that the church goes about it, because I think that sometimes purity culture can be dangerous too. You know, if you tell your child always, you can never do this, you can never, you know, you can never touch this table, don't touch that table, you're not allowed to, but don't really explain why or the significance of it, then what your child's gonna want to do as soon as you turn away, touch the table, because they just kind of want to know more than, you know, just know, but want to know why and the reason behind it and the significance behind why you can't, you know, touch the table or have sex before marriage or whatever that is. Yeah, in your family and household.
My hope would be that every student who attends this seminar would recognize how much love and grace and forgiveness is in Jesus, and yet still be able to balance that with this idea of objective truth and thinking about sexuality correctly, and recognizing that God has designed sex for a specific purpose, and that it's a beautiful and glorious thing, really. And so I hope that students can get that if they were to attend this seminar. And I really think that I hope that parents understand how important it would be to send their kid to a seminar like this. And so often we can think of student ministry or youth ministry as an opportunity to send your kid to somebody else so that they won't smoke or drink or have sex before they get married. And if they follow all those behaviors, then, well, that's good enough for me. And I want to push back on that and challenge and say, to build a strong faith foundation and to build a strong Christian worldview in your kid, it can be messier than that. And it can take diving into some of these touchy topics, not being afraid to have the difficult conversations, because we want to prepare them for what is to come. And so by offering this seminar, we're trying to match what they're already being taught in the world, what they're already being taught in their school curriculums, on social media, but with their friends, with those who they come into contact with. And so we want the church to be able to come alongside and be a place that offers a perspective and a worldview that maybe they haven't fully engaged with or heard before. So if you're a parent, man, you do not want your kid to miss out on this. It's going to be a priceless weekend for what could be developed inside of them and developed through their Christian worldview.